Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Jackson here. We are reviewing AEW Dynamite, so let's get into it. This is my second review of it, so let's go. The show started out with Shelton Benjamin versus Kyle Fletcher of the Blue League for the Continental Classic. It was a really good match. Shelton has some high octane offense. Kyle did his thing. It was a solid match, though. Kyle, being the heel that he is, picks up the victory with the 1, 2, 3. He grabbed the rope down there and, stole the victory from Shelton. Pretty good opening match though for Dynamite. Shelton looked pretty pissed. This is the updated bracket, so you guys know. Kyle leads the bracket with 6. Okada and Garcia each have 1 apiece. Mark Briscoe has a donut. Shelton Benjamin has 3 points. And the great Martos has a donut as well. Hook came out to deliver a promo on Nick Wayne. The Patriarchy came out, led by the father of professional wrestling, Christian Cage. As a collective, they got the jump on Hook and beat him down. They ended up concertoing his hand, so his hand is out. I thought they were going to concerto him, like classic, kind of edging Christian style, on his head or something. But that was still a crazy moment nonetheless. The Patriarchy stand tall. The next segment was Renee Paquette interviewing Mercedes Moné, CEO. And Renee asked her, hey, are you still concerned about Camille? And Mercedes is like, I'm done with Camille. I don't need her services anymore. Been past that. I'm dealing with Anna Jay right now, and that is my main focus. Anna Jay ends up having a match later with Penelope Ford. I'll cover that in a bit. MVP furious with Shelton Benjamin, and Lashley pretty upset too. They basically just take out security as a way to get fired up and get mad, I guess. I don't know, it was weird. Adam Cole Bebe comes out for the AEW Dozen Battle Royal over the top rope eliminations. The last 2 remaining fight each other next week at Dynamite. Winter is coming. Winner of that will face MJF at World's End for the AEW Dynamite ring that MJF keeps on his little pinky. Cole got a couple eliminations himself. Cole and O'Reilly end up eliminating Don Callis' lackeys, which are Brian Cage and Lance Archer. The Future Shock members are going at it next week on Dynamite. A little interesting. I want them to team up eventually and, rekindle Future Shock to what it was. Do I think they will? Probably not. I will say, though, for this match, I think it'd be interesting if Kyle ends up winning. So Kyle has to fight MJF. Next, we got a little promo thing from Julia Hart, basically calling out Jimmy Hayter because that is her first target when she comes back and rejoins the House of Black. A little arrow shot. The Acclaimed with Billy Gunn, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens are getting interviewed by Renee Paquette, and they pretty much say that, Billy Gunn says, hey, you're kind of, biting off a little more than you can chew, going after a former AEW champion and Swerve Strickland. And Bowens is saying, hey, if you're a man about it, if you're the best wrestler in the world like you claim you are, go handle business. More and more dissension between the Acclaimed. I'm a little intrigued about it. I don't really know how they'll go with it. What do you guys think? The next match was Swerve Strickland versus Max Caster. Swerve Strickland basically dog-walked him the entire match with the 1, 2, 3. Swerve got some evil intentions. He does the double stomp onto Caster, and after he still calls out Lashley because he says, we're not done yet. Made official. Max calls Adam Cole basically stupid because what they had in Better Than You, Baby, was some of the best work that MJF says that he had, and that they could have ran the division. And he is going to find enjoyment in Kyle beating Adam Cole easily. MJF basically claims that he already knows Kyle's going to win, so it's kind of making it think like, hey, Cole's going to win this, and we get Cole and MJF, but yeah, MJF's probably going to win the first match, but Cole's probably going to end up winning the feud. We got the Bastard Pac and Jay White, Switchblade Jay White. Wheeler Yuta got involved multiple times. Wheeler hits up a psycho knee. Jay White more or less no-sells it because he gets thrown in the ring and then instantly hits a Blade Runner onto Pac for the 1-2-3. Wheeler, upset for his friend's loss, goes to lift up Jay, gets hit with a Blade Runner for his troubles. Marina intervenes. That was a ploy so the leader of the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, can attack Jay White. Jon Moxley says something pretty interesting to Jay as he's beating him up. Don't even think about it. Then Mox hits him with the Death Rider. Mox and Marina were ready to leave with Pac and Yuta, but they end up staying because somebody's music hits. Hangman Adam Page. Some guy working for the camera crew grabs one of the cables, chokes out Moxley. It's OC Orange Cassidy. He's back since, that crazy match that they had at Full Gear. Hangman going after Mox while Cassidy deals with Marina. OC laying orange punches onto everybody. Wheeler eats one. Pac eats one. Mox eats one. Jay's the Blade Runner onto Mox. These two come face to face, so it's a little interesting. Hangman wants revenge. Lines up Mox for the buckshot lariat. These three stand tall. They end up leaving. It was weird because right after this segment, they ended up posting an ad with the Death Riders promoting World's End. Them all squatted up. It's like, okay. Jamie Hayter says that she is going to deal with Julia Hart eventually later down the line, that her main focus is Jamie says that her main focus is the International Women's Cup for AEW. It is AEW, ROH, CMLL, and Stardom. We got a cool little backstage thing with Jericho, the Nueve, promoting basically all the upcoming ROH shows and his upcoming title defenses and stuff. We got a little vignette for Bandito. He is going to return probably to fight Jericho. We got that Anna Jay match versus Penelope Ford. Anna Jay ends up picking up the win. It was a good match. Anna Jay calls out the CEO. Anna Jay slaps Mercedes. Mercedes says she's going to deal with it on her time. This is announced for 2 weeks from now. This is also announced for 2 weeks from now. This dude better win or I'm going to be pissed. We got this backstage thing from Mariah May basically saying that Mina didn't really mean anything to her and that Mina was just used to shake her cans. I'm going to phrase it that way. But yeah, and then Mina comes out with a champagne bottle and says, hit me in the face, don't be a coward. At Winter is Coming, I'm going to stand tall. This is announced. It was announced already, but they're making it official on Max. We are going to get AEW Dynamite and we are going to get Collision. In the main event, we got Claudio Castagnoli versus Brody King. Claudio distracts the ref, low blows Brody King. Picks up the victory with the 1-2-3. These are the updated AEW brackets for the Gold League. Darby has 0. Claudio Castagnoli has 6. Ospreay has 3. Ricochet has 0. Brody King has 3. And Commander has 0. Commander is filling in for Juice Robinson because Juice Robinson got hurt with his match with Ospreay. But yeah, that's pretty much it for AEW Dynamite. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Later, y'all. One last thing that I'm in the video, made official was Will Ospreay and Claudio Castagnoli for next week. That should be a dope match. This was also made official. This should also be another dope match. Later, y'all.